Dried and warmed up here and kind of got your appetite kind of keyed up and ready for some food here. We got Dave Long outside cooking salmon on the grill. The folks back have been kind of cutting cheese and bread and bringing it out. You've had some wine and getting ready here. I had a good day. It's always wonderful talking about what we do here. This was the Dungeness Tavern for about 25 years. So I have been here before under similar circumstances with a drink in my hand, maybe not up in front of the mic. I started farming here in Dungeness about, back in the late 70s, mid 70s, on a little less than an acre. Essentially we were gardening. And for years, when people would see me around town, they'd say, "Well, how's the garden doing?" And, it's kind of cool in what's happened here in Dungeness in the last 25, 30 years, in that all the folks who now are part of the farm community, a lot of them live right here in Dungeness. Josh and his family live right next door. Wes and his wife purchased the farm, purchased the land, the little shack that we used to live in when I started farming. They rebuilt it. He and Wes and Josh have kind of remodeled that house down there in Dungeness. And so in many ways, we're kind of breathing a whole different life into this community. This was, before it was the Dungeness Tavern, this was the first agricultural infrastructure on the North Peninsula. It was the early Dungeness Creamery back in the 1890s, 19-teens, 1920s. It was the first creamery on the North Olympic Peninsula. Because the Dungeness Peninsula was a dairy peninsula, along with potatoes and some produce. And so that product was shipped to Victoria, a lot of times by canoe. The local natives would haul it to Victoria or Seattle or Port Townsend by canoe, the potatoes, the carrots, the cheese, the cream that was produced here. And so in many ways I look at this as full circle. We've taken what was the old Dungeness Creamery, and then it kind of turned into the Dungeness Tavern. And now, we've kind of breathing some agricultural life back into this structure. And you're helping us do this. And so I really feel grateful and wonderful that you all are here helping us christen this facility and helping us, because we have a vision for this place that will add to what the farm and what this agricultural community does. So I don't want to take any more time. The crew's going to bring food out to you. Dave Long is out there grilling salmon for you, some local, I forget what he said, what kind of salmon. It's a salmon that right here, High Tide Seafood is one of our local providers here, the local provider here in the North Peninsula. And so I kind of want to turn this over right now to Catherine, who's the kind of the main honcho over at the PC Farmland Trust.
And I want to make sure that you all heard what Nash said. This is the christening of this place tonight. This is the first event that they've had here. Yes.
Well, you used to be my sweet milk, sour on me. Should have kept it like we used to be. I keep on walking, trying to walk my troubles away. I'm so glad trouble don't last always.